We are session 11 of Rippers Resurrected, continuing on our plot point where we are chasing and trying to apprehend Roman Hislop, who has stolen the hide serum. We have some interaction with the gentleman Anton, I forget his last name, and there's now some belief that Anton is actually Roman under the influence of the serum.
Dun, 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 dun.
His logs led you to believe he was fleeing for America. You saw Roman, you believe was Roman, boarding the ship SS Elbe for US, and that is where we left off last time.
Did we just boarded as well, didn't we?
That is where we pick up with you boarding the ship.
Is there a box spring?
That's me moving the two.
Oh, I think this might be session 12, by the way.
I don't know if it's 11 or 12. It's 12. Sorry, this is session 12.
Yeah, about a week. Because I just cleaned it.
So session 12, we saw Anna Boker, Quirk's former nanny board.
My former nanny.
Well, your child's former nanny.
That brings back painful memories. The death of my child.
Does not bring back painful memories for Jeff, who's just interested in her tight corset. Even after the shopkeeper from 2 sessions ago, or last session.
2 sessions.
2 sessions.
Should have that out of the system by now.
So
you met Jeff.
So just some basics on the ship. The ship is 416 feet long. It is 45 feet beam, which I guess is probably the widest point. Propulsion is a 3-cylinder compound engine single propeller. Top speed is 15 knots. Complement is 179 first class, 142 second class, and 796 third class for steerage. Cattle. I actually looked up some pictures today. I found some pictures of that as I was looking up pictures for tonight.
How does
cattle?
What is the difference between first, second, and third class? Can you describe for us? Have you done enough research?
So first class is a statement. That's what you expect. It's beautiful. It's luscious.
Okay.
Second class is you're getting your own room for 3 to 4 or 5 people.
6.
Yeah. Third class or steerage. Third class or steerage is like 4 bunk beds high. And it's just row after row of bunk bed.
And like
it's literally
sounds like a World War II troop transport.
It is just getting you there.
Wow.
I think the square footage of second class and third class are the same.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
but there's 4 times as many.
Do you know if they is your bed when you finish your sleeping shift? Does somebody else sleep in it?
It's not. I don't think it's hot shift because you do have some
privacy.
I don't want to say privacy. But you have a place to put
some
space. Private space. Private space.
Well, if you're going to go to British
ownership space.
I don't know, but I mean, you got to think about it. When you stack 800 people in a tight space like that for a week and a half or 2 weeks, whatever it is, to get there,
tuberculosis,
just everything. How much food can you bring for that many people? You know, if you're packing that many people in.
But think like lice and
gonorrhea
and
So, all right, so.
But you probably don't spend much time. Like as soon as you're done sleeping, you're not going back to that bedroom for the rest of the day. You're going to go out and wander the decks, right? Like
probably. There are rooms you're not allowed to go. Obviously, there's the smoking rooms and things that are for the higher paying guests. I believe you guys booked a second class passage.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I think we. Well, I don't remember, but that's.
I believe that's what you booked.
Yeah, you booked.
But now that Hislop is on the ship, we know we are safe here. He can go to America and get taken care of over there. We did not
let him do.
But he's on the ship. The Germans are safe.
Bloody hell, not this again. Anton, human beings.
Is that you, Anton?
No, Anton's the bad guy. He's
Egon. Right, sorry. How many times have I got to explain to you it doesn't matter the nationality of a human being?
I understand that. The humans are from Germany. Everybody else is something less.
You're telling me that
almost superior,
innocent, delicate child of the age of 3 years old a German child has more of a right to not be killed than, say, another innocent child from any place else.
Finally, you are understanding what I am saying.
Oh, bloody hell.
What about Hungarians?
Hungarians are Prussian, sort of. Yeah.
Depends how close to the border.
Yeah. Where hungry are we speaking exactly?
Perhaps I can put it this way, in a way that you can understand. I assume that you believe in the superiority of your country, and that therefore, someday perhaps the German Empire will spread throughout the world.
Yeah, it's just by course.
Yes.
That's called a TV show, The Man in the High Castle, but anyway.
Oh, I thought it was going to be called The Attempt of World War II.
What that means is everyone who is not German is a potential future German subject. And you would not want to diminish the size of your potential future German empire.
What would Kaiser say?
Kaiser would say it's not a problem. It's the Americans take care of it.
All right, so just to set the mood a little more, here we are in Bremerhaven at the docks, boarding the ships.
What's Joel's character's name again?
Shepherd.
Was that Shepherd? Ah, yes, you make a very good point. It could cause mayhem on the ship, where there are probably many Germans on the ship, or in the neighborhoods where the Germans in America live. You're right. We should try to take care of this before it gets violent.
Shepherd, here's your Benny.
Shepherd, you make a very good point.
I should for the record note that Joel, who plays Shepherd, has been gone for the past few weeks. He's an accountant, so past few sessions, and it is the heart of tax time. It is the latest you can submit your taxes possible, I think.
Yeah.
Tomorrow being the 18th.
Yeah.
Because of the weekend and the holiday and so on and so forth. It is the latest that you can submit your taxes.
It's like the perfect storm for him.
So.
Is it worth mentioning what the people around the table actually do in real life?
They don't need to know how nerdy we are.
They don't need to know? Okay.
There's a picture of us. We see Mikey. He's a stud. He's a gigolo. We know that.
Mikey's the best looking person in the group. We got a nerdy group.
Starling comes in. She's on the video. They're like, how much all this? Wow.
Wait, there's a woman?
That's
why Amy hides. Oh, speak of the devil.
Hey, Starling.
Oh, there she is.
All you gotta do is call her name. There she is.
You gotta say it
She's
3
like
times.
a bad penny or Beetlejuice.
Hey there, Jen.
Jen sent me this picture of math. There were derivatives. There was 4 layers of integrals. And then I said, I think I did too. So
20 years out, you're lucky if you remember too.
I remember what the integral sign looks like.
Crash up.
Don't ask me how to
What's the
do
root of x squared? Ooh,
2x.
Drive that?
2x.
Plus
2. Constant.
See?
All right. So you're on. You guys are off. You've not boarded the ship yet. You witnessed Roman get on. The ship departs in 30 minutes or so. Your stuff has all been forward arranged for your stuff to get on. Right. I love you. So.
Night, guys.
Good night, Amy.
Hey.
Best of luck with your travel next week.
Yeah.
That's quite an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
I see you have your list now. You're getting there. You're almost
Once
there.
I found the passport, I was like, all right, now I need my list.
Top of the list, passport.
Yep.
So you guys did. Did you all read the write up beforehand?
Sure.
I did.
Yep.
Jeff did. You made the rounds. Everybody now owns a pistol, including Ford. You bought 6 bottles of brandy. In addition, you've each filled a flask and have purchased a lighter for yourself. Just recall that as easy as Laszlo made that look, he rolled ridiculously awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really the only one who has the opportunity of doing that again is the only one who has the opportunity of doing that really is Erling. And you did stow your rifles in your steamer trunk. You consider shipping it back and opted just to stow it. I think you each bought a round or 2 of clothes. You did have to buy a formal outfit for a formal dinner. So you probably spent about 6 or 8, maybe 10 JGP.
We had like 80, didn't we?
You had ample. So as we continue our simulation.
Rations.
Joel's starting to get excited now.
I read there's a guy who plays all the classic RPGs, and the one he's playing right now is like, this one keeps track of everything, and all I think of is Joel.
You're talking about the CRPG? Oh man, I haven't read that in years.
Oh, I know that guy. He plays the computer ones, right?
All of them.
And he hates some of them. He hates, but he pushes himself through.
He works
I
through.
must play at least like 4 hours, 8 hours or something.
Oh, that guy's an animal. All right, let's play though.
Yep.
So you see Roman get on. You guys are not on the ship yet. It's just about time. The ship is sailing shortly. There are multiple ramps to get on. It's not going to matter. Roman's already integrated into the ship somewhere.
Yeah, Shepard, you're right. We should get onto the ship.
Let us burn the ramps. Or just get up.
Preferably with people on.
I didn't read the write-up.
All right. You board the ship. You have the traditional going away. Those of you who have been on a ship know what I'm talking about. Mike, have you been on a cruise ship before?
Yes.
So, there's the big party. Everybody's on deck celebrating, throwing confetti,
And
whatever.
everybody on the dock is like, just what? Go away.
Have a good time. Don't sink. You leave Bremerhaven, Germany, through the North Sea, and let's remember that is mid-January, late January.
So we're working on our tan.
Yeah, working on your tan. It is January 30th, so it is the end of January, 1895. It is not a nice day. It's very overcast. You can feel the weather is coming in.
The sea was angry that day.
We're gonna
The weather
celebrate
started
the
getting
year.
rough.
Like an
Tiny
old
ship
man.
was tossed.
Turning soup in the deli.
Turning
Is that from something?
The Seinfeld.
So, as the ship
returning soup at a deli.
as the ship pulls away from land, and it fades out to the the cold, wet rain starts, and
I'll be in my bunk.
the seas get a little rougher.
Tiny ship was tossed.
No, tiny ship was not. It's not a tiny ship.
The big old ship was tossed.
And just for a little setting, theme. I actually pressed the right button. I gotta go there. And zoom out a little bit. You can see these guys working in the rain.
I was hoping for a Gilligan's Island theme song.
Sorry, I was hoping for fun.
Any kind of sea shanty.
Are they dancing?
No, they're working the deck.
Oh.
It is not nice.
Well, let's go inside, guys.
Yeah.
Those of you who are curious, I do have another picture of the deck here. This is dry weather, just because this is what I could find. I gotta reveal that section.
If those are the actual waves that we're seeing, we're screwed already.
So you can see here, this is the.
That's in the sea, not even in the ocean.
This isn't the. You want to scroll down? That just gives you some flavor of it. The weather is a little worse than that.
That is cool.
So, Victorian ship. It's really not that hard to find stuff.
Seriously? And that, I mean, how frequently did Printful bring cameras on these things? I wonder how many photos are really out there.
Or if that's staged from 1950.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah.
It's just an old ship.
Mm-hmm.
So it is about 5 p.m. Dinner is there's 2 seatings, 7 and 8:30. I'll give you your choice which one you want.
I feel like we should take the later seating, because then we can catch the show afterwards and just go right to bed. I don't like to do the show first. It seems like it's out of order. So later seating.
I do believe that his thirst for blood will continue on the ship. Mark my words. We'll be able to find him in the trail of bodies.
I don't think he's gonna do anything on the ship without being provoked. That's my thinking.
Oh, are you quite sure, Erling? It seems like he's quite rational in one state, but when he changes, that's when he no longer cares about the authorities.
Well, maybe we don't want to give him a reason to change.
Can he even control that?
Maybe he changes every
I don't know. Maybe we don't. There's too many open questions, right? So.
Well, that's true.
You guys are close.
If you're lucky.
Do you think it's worth consideration at all trying to gain the assistance of the shipmaster and the captain and advising him of this threat? Perhaps asking his men if the crew have seen and enlisting their guidance in capturing this person?
That's worked out so
I
well
think
for us.
it's probably a bad idea, honestly. I mean, what's to stop the captain from turning the ship around if we tell him there's a lunatic on board?
There's thousands of reasons.
Have we
could have
seen any military?
No, there's no. It's at the end of the day, it's a cruise ship. There's some token security probably. You haven't seen any signs of it.
I don't know
It
if
may
there's
even
like
just be.
military just being transported.
It may just be there's some guns that they have locked up in the bridge, and they pull them out when they get nervous.
You mean no passengers who are
Yeah, like
going to be stationed in the Americas?
or going home to the Americas.
So give me a notice check then. Give me a notice check to see if you observe anything like that.
Well, even if the captain believed us, he could then steer the ship to a remote island, something like that.
You really want to prolong this front run? Give me a notice check. Let's see what we see.
4, 5, 6.
That's solid.
Mikey, what do you got, buddy?
6.
I got a 5.
5.
Nice one.
Bob?
Scrolling down to the button. Ooh, I'm trained D6 in notice.
Oh, he's feeling it with that notice.
Let's see, how
Oh,
do we
wait,
do?
he's just...
He noticed nothing.
Oh, I feel this.
Oh, actually, I got a 9, yeah?
No, that's a 3.
That's a.
Oh, that's from a long time ago. I didn't scroll down.
All right. You guys notice? I mean, it's a standard bevy of people. Nothing, no military and that. Men in their coats with their hats.
Men's with coats and hats.
Women in
Women with coats.
big skirts and dresses and formalities galore.
Feet.
Shoes. Not too much ankle though.
Some servants. Plenty. Anybody who's in first class is a servant. Even some of the second class people have servants. You know that your friend Anna is on there. You don't see her though. But it's a big ship. I mean, there's 1,000 people on it.
Yep.
Really, right? 1,000?
Yeah. You said like 150, 150, 750, right?
Yeah.
180, 140, and 800. So more like 11 or 1,200 when you include the crew. So.
I'm just saying for that many passengers, there's got to be at least 200 crew.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe there's 1,300 or 1,400 people total on the ship.
So maybe we should sink it.
No, not if you're on the ship. It wasn't good before we got on the ship. You've been listening. If any people are speaking German, it's not good to sink the ship.
All right. So you guys do your wandering around. Are you looking for something? Are you going somewhere? What's your plan here?
Well,
we're obviously always looking for Anton.
and we might be looking for a man who is sporting a wound or favoring one side. Like a shoulder wound, or he's favoring one side.
That's right too. Oh, that's right. I forgot. There's no reason to worry. Obviously, Anton's dead at the bottom of the hollow back above my head.
Oh, bloody hell.
I think it also makes sense if we explore the ship as much as possible as well when we're trying to do that and kind of make mental maps of, places that might, be good places to get away or,
How long is this?
which decks contain what.
Sure.
How long is this one? How many days?
The cruise to the United States is 28 days.
28.
We need to become friends with the crew so that we get informed of anything out of the ordinary.
I thought he was going to say the bartenders.
Them too.
So like
That's where we start.
If you can go and become friends with the doctor, say
God.
you're a doctor, you can help if that might open up doors in case we need to find out information.
I never thought that would be such a small time game.
All right. So you guys.
I do have some contacts with among those who perform on stage, vaudevillians and such. I understand that they do have a small theatre for the first and second class members. Perhaps I can avail myself of them as well.
All right. So you guys make some rounds. I have some flavor pictures here, so you can see one of the formal staircases.
Oh, that's cool.
What is the nationality of the crew?
German.
Oh,
Actually, wait. Let me check that.
That is good.
Where's the?
that's good.
That is good, yeah.
Wow, look at that. That is like
That's good.
that's like the
shit.
inside of an actual house, not the inside of a ship. Is that
Actually,
an actual
this
ship?
is really interesting. The ship is not full. It only has 354 passengers on it.
Really?
Yes.
Nobody wants
Probably
to travel
because
the North
it's
Sea in
January.
January.
Wait, why is Josh knowledgeable on the number of passengers on the ship?
Because it's an actual boat.
Unless it was documented somewhere.
The whole I told you this ties back to a national historical event.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Mm.
So
it's largely empty.
yeah, it's actually not nearly as crowded as you thought.
Which means, actually, if they had 1/3 the number of lifeboats for the full-size population,
It means we have just enough.
we have just enough now.
Is it because we haven't made all the stops yet?
No, it actually leaves there and goes to New York.
Okay.
That picture of that interior is awesome.
That is the first class smoking room. They've given you access to it because there's so few first class passengers. They've opened up to second class passengers.
Look at that.
So it's the
second class
lounge, and then we have.
Is that a real plant or is that a fake plant?
I don't know.
Jonathan Quirk touches this.
Yeah, I'd say that it's all.
It's all real. I mean, it's 1895.
Yeah, you're right.
And then here's another one of the back staircases, the less formal.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking. I mean, the Titanic wasn't too much after this, right? I mean, so think about how opulent some of those ships were before Titanic became the most opulent ship ever made.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Mike. That is really fascinating.
And let's be honest, the only way to get across the ocean the only way to get to the Americas or from the Americas back was by ship.
Yeah.
That was it, back and forth.
Yeah.
A couple weeks at sea. I think one of these pictures I took was actually from the Titanic. I forget which one it was. I think it's the first staircase I showed you.
Mm.
It was just a different view than you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
So, I actually got lost looking at the pictures for a little while this afternoon when I got home.
It's pretty cool. I have to say.
That's the problem I have when I look at the pictures and I do research, I get lost.
You can imagine this whole set.
Well, it just opens up a rabbit hole, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's like anytime I get a YouTube link or a cracked link or a
BuzzFeed.
Oh,
So.
You can imagine this entire room filled with people sitting at the chairs, smoking, talking. Lots of smoking, I bet. There's a ton.
There's smoking rooms. Since there's so few passengers, there's only one meal. It's at 7:30.
Oh.
Okay, so the ship departs around 5. You wander around, you take in the sights, you check out things. Freshen up.
Can we confirm that our goods were correctly shipped?
Yeah, you go to your room, you check that out.
Okay.
It's all good. You probably want to get changed for dinner. It's not a formal dinner, but it is still a dress nice for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Not your traveling clothes. That you've been wearing for a week in traveling in.
Yeah.
What do you mean I gotta wear real clothes?
That was good if you wanted it to land on the blankets.
Typhoid, Josh.
That's Liz's blanket.
We'll just give them to some locals. It'll be fine.
Some Native
I threw my tissue. It fell short and landed on the blanket that's on top of the couch versus actually making it over toward the garbage.
Actually, this is a pretty good segue talking about potentially gross things.
I don't think we want to.
No, we're paying.
No, yeah, we don't want to interrupt this head of steam we got.
Okay, all right.
We're barely trucking along as it is. Don't make us stop.
Okay,
it's
all
10
right.
o'clock.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to go into these emails that I got. I got an email from a Nigerian prince, guys. Let me read it to you.
So, I assume you get ready for dinner.
Oh yeah. Quirk sees if his leather outfit that he uses for vigilantism will fit under his good clothes.
I assume
Have we seen
you
this
purchased
outfit
those with that in mind, so yes.
Okay, good.
Have we seen this outfit yet, or we are unaware of this?
I think he probably has referenced it during the time that we've spent together on the train and stuff. He must have mentioned what he did with his spare time since the death of his wife and his daughter.
So you'll have a
Did she have a name,
outfit
your
on
daughter?
close.
She did.
'Cause I can't remember I might have it written down, but I couldn't
Crikey,
remember.
I gotta let me check.
No, I got it. I got Bob background right here.
Can you remind me what my daughter and my wife's name were?
Rose. Well, it's gotta
Eleanor was your wife.
Ah, thank you.
What is his last name? Tyler?
Victoria.
that makes sense.
Suck up.
Who?
It named after the queen.
Of course. She was pretty damn popular.
Yes, and she fought werewolves.
All right, so you guys get dressed. What are you bringing with you to dinner?
Pistol.
We always go.
And my bag, my doctor bag.
And your doctor bag?
oh yeah, but definitely my pistol and definitely my knife and my boot.
And
Pistol.
you bring your flasks and lighters.
Always.
Sure.
Whenever you smoke, I mean, it is a very common trait for that time.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, pipes and cigars were very prevalent. I would assume most of us smoke something.
Yeah.
I will smoke a pipe.
I was thinking pipe myself.
Here, as a matter of fact, here, I have one that I can smoke.
Oh, nice.
We're not playing Sherlock Holmes. No.
That's perfect.
What do you have a pipe? Do you smoke a pipe at home?
Every once in a while, yeah.
That's great.
You know what? That's a fond memory of mine. The priest we grew up with smoked a pipe. It was kind of a sweet one.
My grandfather smoked a pipe.
My dad did too. That's kind of where I.
Yeah. Whenever we'd go to visit him, I would just stale pipe smoke in my pillow. I'd just breathe it in for days. Oh.
You guys have these fond memories. My grandmother, chain smoker from the age of 16, she had this cough, which was horrific. She would cough for like 6 minutes straight, and the worst kind of like a dead cat kind of thing. And because she'd been doing it for 40 years, everybody in the family just ignored it. You just keep on talking. You'd have your conversation, and then everybody would stop for 5 minutes as she coughed out a lung. And then we'd move on. And as a kid growing up, you'd be like, "What the hell, Grandma?" So you have your fond grandfather memory, and I have my freaking out grandmother memory.
But what did your grandmother smell like?
Oh, she smelled
She smelled like this wonderful stale cigarettes.
stale cigarettes and old coffee and newspaper print.
I remember we went to visit our aunt who had just had a stroke, but she was still smoking. And like, she smoked, and I was like, "We're gonna leave." She goes and gives us a kiss. It was like, "Oh, I might as well just kiss that ashtray."
Yes.
It was.
I remember that with my grandmother.
Oh my.
All right, so back to the game. So you guys make it to the dinner dining room.
The
stale
ashtray
pipe
dish.
smell is a lot better than fresh cigarette smell.
Yes.
So the dining room.
Ah.
Adam, you might want to make
Wait,
your
is
avatar
that
small.
that looks like a picture of the Great Hall from Hogwarts.
No.
Kind of does.
You might want to make the avatar small so you can see.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Is and I don't know if you would know this, Josh, but I presume that ceiling goes to the outside.
That ceiling goes to the outside. It is covered in snow. That's why it's so bright.
Ooh.
The weather is definitely taking a turn for the worse,
Or better.
depending on what you're into.
Mm.
It's snowing, sleeting. You know, it's just a total mess outside.
Out there.
You're avoiding the decks.
How are the
You'll look.
waters?
The chairs are fixed. They spin, but their bases are fixed.
I was kind of facing it. Yeah, that way they won't slide as the ship pitches.
Yeah.
Is
All the old ships had that. I was surprised to see that.
That's smart. Is the ship pitching pretty bad right now, or how's the
Not
weather?
not bad enough to require an agility check to move, but
Okay.
there are definitely times where you're a little unsettled in the stomach.
How's the crowd look? Does anybody look nervous, or they're?
There's certainly people that are uncomfortable. I mean, some of these people it's the first time they've been on a boat.
Hmm.
There's some people who are, just naturals at it.
And how does the crew look? Because you know how like when you're in an airplane and you get bad turbulence and you check out the flight attendants to see if they're freaking out, and then they look calm.
Oh,
Oh,
they're freaking out.
You mean like when they said we're gonna stop service right now?
yeah. Yeah, precisely. How are they looking at the ship right now? Are they?
I'm gonna get buckled up right now.
Give me a
Just leave
streetwise
the
to see how you interpret their reactions.
I don't know if I have good streetwise. Let's see.
I believe.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I am trained, but I only have a D4.
2.
1.
Is that 3 minus 2?
1, 2. Bob, you have to get a 3.
I got a 5.
Oh, Mikey's got the 4 then.
I got a 4.
Did you really?
Yeah, no, I really did.
1, 2.
I got a 2 and a 4. So
3, sir.
1, 2, 4.
3.
So, these two are oblivious. They're trying to hold their lunches in as it is.
I was trying to find something to drink.
I was checking out the stewardess.
So now here's a test of your true research skills. And this is totally irrelevant to the game. What's for dinner?
I'll get there.
Oh.
I actually did find pictures of the kitchen.
Are you serious?
I did not put them in, but I did find pictures of the
That's
kitchen.
so cool. Okay.
The crew, for the most part, looks okay.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell who's an old who's got old sea legs and is walking and not missing a beat. There's some that are staggering around. But dinner in this case it's not off a menu. This is the courses you're getting.
Yep.
So.
By the way, with 300 people and only one dinner time served, My friends, there's a good chance that Anton Hislop is out there somewhere. Keep an eye out.
Unless he's at the buffet.
There's 4 other restaurants.
He may be paying to get into the fancier restaurant on top of the paying we've already have to do together.
I've not thought of that.
Or not have to pay because he's in the fancier.
Oh no, you still have to pay for that.
All
No
right.
matter what, they can always eke more money out of you.
So the first round comes out and it's a soup round, and
Thanks for asking.
You eat the soup. Roll.
you guys, for whatever reason, everybody seems to be getting served before you,
Oh.
and it's it's a test of patience, and people are getting served,
Sort of like when you're in the grocery store line and the other 2 lines to your left and right are going faster than your line.
and then you change and you're
And, yeah, okay.
all right. Everybody, give me a notice check. The right side of the room is getting served first. You're on the left side of the room.
Okay.
Starboard, and port.
So it's like the people to our left and right are getting served. Oh, I have exploded. I'm looking at a 10.
I should probably go back to the chat.
Turns out, you do see Anna on your side of the room. She's actually like 2 tables away.
Is she there with her patron?
Yes,
Gotcha.
Excuse me, dang it.
Elderly woman, you said.
Yes.
Right? Is it a couple or just a woman?
just a woman.
Okay.
Mike, what'd you get for your notice check?
I was looking at my shoes.
He was looking at Anna.
Yeah.
I should
Yeah.
pull a picture of Anna Kendrick, whatever her name is. That would be pleasantly distracting. Anyway, I just find out what she looks like.
There you go. Anna is Anna Kendrick, played by Anna Kendrick.
All right. How do I whisper to you,
I don't remember.
Bob? Is it just /W?
I think it's /W and then the name of the person.
Oh, put your hand by your
Yes.
mouth.
Yep, I just whispered to you, I think.
So I looked up Anna Kendrick and this is what I get. She's ugly. Oh, wait.
No, I saw the top one. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Bob?
I do. Gentlemen, I'm not sure if I'm quite seeing this right, but it does appear that on the other side of the room, something's going on. Some sort of disturbance, something a bit chaotic. Do you see it over there? He points to the other side of the room.
As you put your phones down to look up.
Sorry, I'm looking at pictures of Anna Kendrick.
That is
I
what I
really
thought
don't
Anna
know.
Kendrick was. That's exactly what I thought it was.
I still don't recognize her from anything.
Yeah,
Pitch Perfect.
I'm distracted.
She's a singer. It's Pitch Perfect.
Into the woods.
Into the Woods.
Okay,
Yes.
I've heard of that.
As you look around a little further, you hear a scream,
Oh, oh boy.
and then you hear
How many people are changing?
I get up.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
tell.
check this out.
I motion to you and Shepard to go that way. Egon, me and you go this way, and we're gonna circle around to the.
Yeah.
Well, what else do we see?
the chaos, for lack of a better term, seems to be exploding all over the other side of the room.
Oh.
Do we see gas?
Bad boy.
You don't see a gas,
Excuse me.
but there is something else they all have in common that you don't.
The other side of the room got served first, gentlemen.
Did they all have the fish?
Don't eat the food. He takes his hand and dramatically swipes it, spilling.
As
all over.
the soup is coming to you, he's bringing the soup to you at that very moment.
He pushes it out. Don't
So-
eat it.
So what are you actually saying to us? No.
No soup for you. No soup for you.
Okay, you get
That's it.
you each get one. You set it up too well. Did you just put my brand new poker chip in your glass?
I wouldn't say I put it in there. It did end up in there.
Okay, you might want to go rinse it off so it's not sticky.
Yeah, I will. I think I need to. The problem is I didn't have enough whiskey in there.
Well, you can pour some more. All right, everybody, give me one more notice check, quick.
Bloody hell.
Ah. What if you roll doubles? You get to roll.
No,
I have 5.
Niner.
Did I?
you got 11.
I got an 11.
Mikey?
I was too
50.
getting up.
8. So everybody except for
5.
Laszlo, you didn't explode. Laszlo was busy observing who around him is eating the soup. The other three of you notice what could be Anton running up the stairs on the other side of the room, favoring his shoulder.
How many people? There's like 300 people in this room, right?
Yes. There's 354 people in theory in this room.
How many?
Oh my god.
The entrance?
You were the last few to get served.
Oh.
All hell is breaking loose.
Yeah, the entrance.
Gentlemen, perhaps
Time
we should
to
get some
make it.
headphones.
Let us retire to the kitchen. Yes, let us remove ourselves.
Is there one entrance to the dining room, or are there multiple?
There's multiple entrances, both ends of the room. You can actually get out to the deck from the dining room.
Yeah.
Or you can go back into the main body of the ship. Bob, give me one check for you, specifically.
What kind of check?
A notice check. Mikey, what'd you say?
I don't think we can help
I
these
think it's time to make our exit.
We got no. Mikey, we can't help these people.
Yeah, no, they're a lost cause. Let's just move on.
Anybody?
5.
Anna has not taken her soup yet. She's helping the old lady.
Anyone who has not had their soup. I
Conversation
say
wants to live.
How far away is Anna from our?
She's like 2 tables away.
Oh yeah.
Her table, they're being served and eating now. She's helping that woman.
I say, oh no!
I go and grab her.
Quirk races across. He leaps across the table. That's breaking 5 rules of sexual harassment.
It's 1895. There's no rules.
Although actually back then it might have been worse. You're not so sharp.
Anna, wait! Don't! He races across to her table, smacks it out of her hand, and pushes the bowls off the table.
I'm yelling, no soup to everybody around us.
For the most part, it's too late. You were literally the last table.
Soup.
It's poison!
Yeah.
It's poison, Anna. Don't.
9 soup!
9 soup!
The woman next to Anna, the old one who she was helping, feeble metabolism, no resistance, already starts to look more hunched over,
Sexy.
aggressive,
Yeah, she does. Oh, no?
monstrous.
Oh, okay, no.
Viagra or
See, normally I would just, from leaping onto her table, I could kick her and then topple her on her chair, but we know the chairs are bolted in.
Kendra or
No, I'm going with the
old woman.
with the old woman in this. Yeah.
Grab her and go.
Grab
That's
her.
the
Yeah,
old
we're
Grab her
grabbing
by the wrist, run out, try to get the damsel distressed out.
Absolutely.
Nice vision. Visual.
Throw her over her shoulder if she resists too much.
I grab that chubby old guy next to me who hasn't eaten the soup yet either.
It's a crew member.
Okay.
You grab the wait staff because that's
Appropriately.
That's good. Are you?
Depends what they're wearing.
Here's the question: are you doing this to save his life? Or are you thinking ahead that you're going to need some fodder later? And he's a meat shield.
I think we both know the answer to that. A little bit of both. Right?
Fair enough.
as
Yeah, I know. I care about him. I want him to.
Can we get the chief of security, Kirkman, at this point to help us? Can we get really frustrated at him?
So, as all hell breaks loose on the ship, you guys, a small group of the wait staff and
We gotta fight through. This is so.
We are
bizarre
now
to
over
us.
2 on cruise ships, aren't we?
actually I realized that this was so repetitive to that I'm just gonna skip the fight part. You guys are racing. You can race to the lifeboat and try to get there before anybody else because the majority of the cast, these people are starting to tear each other apart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's total insanity.
That's kind of interesting, by the way. Just to note, like in a zombie genre, you turn into a zombie and instantly you have no aggression to other zombies. You just know. In this, you get turned into that feral monstrosity and you will attack other feral monstrosities. That's kind of interesting.
I think if we lock the doors, we will only have to take care of one at the end of this.
Yeah,
It could be in our best interest.
but
Then we have the whole ship to ourselves.
I worry about their strength. I suspect they can simply burst through the door like it were toothpicks.
So you guys
Would
barricade
they
the door.
rather go through the door or fight each other.
So you guys barricade the door like the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Wow, yeah.
That's one door of like.
Yep.
Yeah, give yourself a.
You make your
And they would
escape.
just walk up and say, we're here to pay the taxes. Cook County Assessors.
Back in 5 minutes. You guys making out. The chaos is exploding out the other doors because they're not blocked off. As you get out to the deck, it's What is the
I'm
temperature?
sure it started a fire. It's, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I would agree.
The wind is whipping. There is it's sub-zero temperatures on deck. It's night. It's dark.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Doesn't matter.
I
Fahrenheit.
the smoking lounge.
It's just cold and yucky.
Cold and
I could get off the boat, right?
The captain launches the fire. There's
Antoine.
fireworks. There's fireworks on the ship that the captain is supposed to launch in an emergency or whatever.
Oh.
Those go off.
It's only been 2.5 hours since we left port, so we're not too far off the coast.
We
Yes,
may still
which
be
is why we should
even
get into the-
in German waters, like not even into
I would say you're based on
Denmark.
dinner was running a little late. You were the last one to get started, so you're probably about 3.5, 4 hours out at sea
Okay.
at that point.
Fair
You don't see land anymore.
At 15 knots, that means we've traveled
40 nautical miles. No.
Humor me.
Yeah. No.
Stop doing the math.
No, we're out of sight and we're in international waters.
Yes. So you are on deck.
But I'm picturing Denmark. Are we through Denmark?
We could be.
I really need to stop doing that.
Did you start another one in there?
I think I got the same one.
It's the same one, if that helps.
Did you go? So
And yes, I rinsed it off the first time.
there's probably between you and the crew, there's probably 13 or 14 and 15 of them. You have Anna. You have a few other stragglers who are with you.
Good.
The,
we have enough to launch a lifeboat.
actually,
Anyone
might have to fill,
changing yet?
enough to fill 2 lifeboats.
Oh, good.
Gasping for breath, Quirk is like, I don't understand. He could have made it to America. Why did he do such a thing now? And ruin his chances?
Maybe he saw us. He's tired of us.
But how is he going to get to America?
Maybe there was an accident. Who knows?
He had to single-handedly spike the soup in the center for everyone. He's lost most of the crew now.
I don't know, but I want to get out of here.
You know, there's enough of these little pipes, those white ones that are standing there. We could each hide in one and wait until the transformation is over.
Until I throw my cigarette in there.
It's not an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Hey, if we're patient enough, we'll only have to fight one.
You guys could barely kill one last time. This may be more concentrated dose too, because they're ingesting it versus inhaling it.
They're so powerful. Our problem is, even if we run into 2, I don't think we can take them. I mean, I prefer to fight one of those shadow demons versus one of these creatures.
All right, so you make it to your lifeboats. The crew launches one. It gets about a dozen guys in it. They grab Anna because she's the damsel in distress.
Ladies first.
Where they grab her?
Women and children first.
They help her in the boat. They help another couple of people in the boat.
Why are we not getting in the boat?
They help you launch your boat.
Okay.
Conveniently, just the 6 of you are in your boat. The 2 groups are sailing.
Do we see any other boats?
You don't see any on your side as possible as ones on the other side.
Do we, and this is a crazy question, we're already about to get in the boat, but is there any thought, do you think we have enough time to grab our rifles and jump on the boat, or not worth it?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to... Obviously, you have limited time here.
Are we on port or aft?
You're on
Those aren't
starboard.
the same thing. Those aren't opposites.
Fore
and aft.
I mean, you could certainly...
Bow and stern.
This is the old. This is 1895.
Right?
It's gas lanterns everywhere. I mean, you can try to light the boat on fire. You could try to cause some reason for the boat to be destroyed or sink.
Maybe they're super swimmers.
Maybe he can't drown. Who knows? I'm just saying.
Or we could just go and...
It's a lost cause at this point. We should do everything we can to ensure that they do never make it back to the mainland. I suggest if we're leaving this boat, we should not leave it in one piece.
Well, we have our brandy flasks and our lighters.
Good enough for me. Let's get to it, lads. We know what work we need to do.
All right. So
Drink
you.
the brandy and then smoke.
Right.
Smoke the out.
Then drink the soup. Right. Precisely.
You'll know how we could fight these guys much better
How's that?
if we drink soup.
All right. So you guys start spreading. You start spreading your brandy around and trying to light the.
I think we need to
It has to be lit on the inside though.
Yeah, we have
it's
to go to the inside of the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to, I was going to say, we need to light it from the inside. I say we get back onto the boat, one or two of us get back onto
You
the
haven't left
boat.
yet.
I think
Your boat is
the
ready to
irony
launch. You haven't left
And
yet.
the obvious would be we go to the smoking room.
If you're gonna have an arson fire,
When the marshal comes to investigate the damage, it'll be seamless. They'll never know.
all right. You guys find the closest smoking room.
Mm-hmm.
You start throwing your brandy around.
Smoke it.
No, we're doing that.
Breathing fire.
Because you know what? We bought this for the breathing fire. I want to breathe some goddamn fire.
Two hide
I was just
creatures.
gonna say 2 of us watch for changelings, and the rest of us light it on
All right. So
fire.
3. What 2 are watching, and who's in the room trying to light the place on fire?
I think Quirk has a pretty good notice, so he's had.
I have a good notice too.
You've already lit things on fire,
I am a really good lighter on fire.
including your glass from your picture.
Fair enough.
I think we should go grab some of our stuff out of our room.
I bet you Shepard is a pretty good lookout as well, given his cops.
Do you want to take that chance, Mikey, or no?
How close?
Yeah, I do actually.
I mean, you only had rifles and clothing in there. You didn't have anything of tremendous value.
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't leave any of our money or anything else in there, or
No.
Do we need the clothing to survive the winter in a rowboat?
it'd be nice to have our coats. It's pretty cold out here.
Or blankets, or anything that we can gather?
I'll say there's blankets in the boat.
Okay.
We can cuddle for warmth.
Those aren't pillows. All right, you Erling, Egon, and Laszlo. Shepard is watching.
With Quirk.
Shepard and Quirk are watching. Laszlo, Egon, Erling is trying to light on fire. Ford is choking on the brandy because it's not something he typically gets to drink. You drink this?
Oh, they're not supposed to be swallowing. Hold
I
on to
pull
your
some
arms.
books off the shelves, open them up.
You guys want water?
Please.
Josh?
If there's one more glass, I don't know if there's glasses in there.
Well, you're gonna put out the fire. Do we not want water?
All right, everybody, give me a something check. Quirk and
Agility?
Shepard. I don't know if it's. I don't. Pick something. Yeah, smarts. Smarts to put together how to light a fire. Quirk and Shepard. Rounding the corner, you hear them. You hear them before you see them. Two hide creatures
Can
round the corner.
can we close any doors? Can we?
Oh boy.
Oh, wow, those are good.
Adam missed the roll, he had to throw a penny at it.
5.
If you close the
Seven.
door, you're stuck in it. It's a one door room.
Oh.
I rolled a 10.
You have lit the room on fire. Congratulations.
7.
You have lit the room on fire. Congratulations.
Quick, close the door.
Are there windows that we could jump through?
There's a vent in the top.
Not where we want to go right now.
Well, those things are big.
That's where the fire's going to go.
Hard for them to. Oh, alright. Or the smoke, please.
Excuse me.
There are 2 in the hallway.
Gentlemen, please make haste. 2 are coming now.
Everybody, give me an agility roll. If you can pull a 6 or better, you guys can get out of there before they arrive. Or you can maneuver them into the room and close the door on them inside the fire.
I was going to say, we all just hide on the side of the doorways, and then when they rush in, we rush out.
Okay, make it a smart check.
I'm sorry, we're all giving you that roll, or just those 2 guys?
Everybody make a roll to see how it works out. You can make a smarts or an agility to try to trick them or trap them in the room.
Okay.
11 smart check.
Ooh, well
I
done.
give you an 11.5 gram chip and you still can't reach me.
I was going to say
We're still
11 and a
getting
half.
used to it.
11 and a half roll you need to make. After I said I rolled an 11.
Laszlo makes their face.
7.
5 smarts check.
You need a 7. You need a 6 or better. I said a 6 or better. I didn't say a raise, a 6 or better. Mikey, what'd you get for your
Well, I
smarts
said-
or your
My
agility?
first one was 2.
I rolled a 9 on my smarts.
All right.
If I added both dice together, it would have been 3.
Between the smarts and
Since
the.
the rest of you all successfully lowered them in, you managed to trap the 2 in the smoking room. You know they can tear through the door in a matter of minutes.
So we haul ass out of there.
But you managed to get them in there. The fire is lit. The ship is on fire.
The ship The ship is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the ship
What
burn.
the hell?
Really? You don't know?
I don't know.
He went.
The roof.
The roof is on fire.
He was done with college.
Thank you.
Oh. Yeah. He's
Right.
older than us.
I'm old.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
That's an older reference,
Burn, motherfucker.
but it checks out.
All right, so the fire is burning. You guys make the race to your boat.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go back to the rooms. I think we've tallied. We've tallied enough. Really,
Okay.
dude?
The 6 of you pile into your boat.
You gonna go for the dark chocolate?
You successfully launch the boat. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Thank you.
You get about you get a couple 100 feet away, and the you can see the ship. Obviously, you can see the lights on the deck. You can see that the place you've lit the fire. It looks like the fire is burning out.
Good.
Oh no, not good.
Not
it's
good.
burning out.
Everybody may notice check.
7.
4.
10.
10.
Well done, Erling.
Erling does have the eagle eye.
4.
Erling, off in the distance, not too far away, you see another ship.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
Do we have a radio?
No, there's no radio. It's 1895. In fact, the
Yeah,
radio.
hold on a second. I grabbed the telegraph. I grabbed the Morse code from the ship's bridge.
You see another ship.
A lantern? Do we have, or like flags for semaphore?
Yeah, there should be some sort of signaling thing in the light boat.
Yeah.
Right. So okay. So are you signaling that ship for your help?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What if it's a setup?
Like a rendezvous? Like Anton?
How far off in the distance?
I think we should, I mean, does it look to be about the similar size ship?
We need to make sure that this ship is fully engulfed in flames before that ship gets here.
The ship you just left, the Elf, it looks like the flames are going out. Whether they're burning out or something that's putting them out is hard for you to tell. The ship is not going to be destroyed. The ship that you see, Mike,
Military?
give me some sort of knowledge check, an intellect check or something. Smarts.
General knowledge.
It's a pirate ship.
9.
9.
I think this ship is a
8.
Based on what you guys see and smell, you recognize it's a steamer. It's a cargo ship. It's probably got a crew of like 6 or 8 guys on it, maybe 9 or 10. It's heavy.
Ramming speed. It can be taken, and then we can ram it. Everyone in favor of taking the ship and ramming the other ship?
Yeah.
Anyone opposed?
I can't wait to ride this thing in.
We need to keep our ship that we're on and get anybody else's ships to get people off.
Your safety boat, your lifeboat. All right, you flag down the ship as it gets closer. You're able to read the name on the side of it. It is the Crathy.
He's not making that up. Once again, I'm noticing. He wasn't like, what's the name of this new ship? What should
I was
call
gonna
it?
say that's way too bad of a name for that to be made.
Because also, I know if Josh were naming the ship right now, the second ship would be called Bodie McBoatface.
No, I would have called it the Amy.
Oh.
Your boat's
You
alive.
wouldn't want to name it the Jedi 2.
Too legit to ship.
All right, you're able to flag down with your signal that ship. They pull up alongside. There's a guy. Oh, what's going on? You guys need what? Can we help you?
There was an outbreak of.
What language is he speaking?
German. Actually, he is speaking. Hold on, let me see where he's from. He's out of Rotterdam. They can speak German.
Rotterdam, that's Denmark, right?
It's practically German.
Denmark?
Yeah. Speaks German.
In English, should we tell him that there was a virus outbreak?
No.
You're supposed to be smart. Think of something.
I can't speak German.
Tell me what to tell him.
There's been an accident. There's a fire aboard the other ship, and we need to be brought aboard the people who are suffering from the cold.
The ship we were on.
I speak English. He lives down a rope.
I was waiting for that.
I didn't say anything incriminating.
Yeah.
They pull you on board. Give me a notice check to see how many guys there are on board. It's a good sized vessel. You're guessing it's about 475 gross tons.
15.
5.
3.
I know it's exactly 475 gross.
There's
tons.
12 crew members. There's.
I can look down through the decks. He's there. He's there.
It has 12 hands. It's 475 gross tons is 272 net, whatever that means. Probably without weight, without cargo.
Just ballast.
Yeah. It's a big boat. It's a big solid boat. Quark's idea of ramming speed would probably work and allow you to survive.
That's why we're here.
But there's 12 hands on the boat right now.
There's 6 of us.
They are not armed.
We are.
The captain comes down. What the hell is going on over there?
I think we just need to take our pistols out and stick them in his face.
Sir, we are procuring your boat.
Like hell you are.
Quite sorry about this, Captain, but we are taking your boat. We need to borrow your boat.
Are you going to give me an intimidation roll or a persuasion roll, or what are you going to play with that?
While he's trying to intimidate him, I'm just going to whack him upside the head with my pistol.
I'm gonna.
That's +2 to his intimidation roll.
Okay. I was going to try to persuade him because I have some training in persuasion.
You want a strength roll for that, or what?
Yeah, I want to make sure you don't kill him.
Or you want to fight him? We want to fight him.
No, he wasn't ready for it. I'll give you a fighting +2, and then you can give your strength damage roll.
6.
I try to explain the situation to them.
I got a 6 before any bonuses.
You will note the dark chocolate peanut seeds with pumpkin seeds didn't make it. It didn't make it till it was like one piece of chocolate left there.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
That was a real winner.
What'd you get, Mikey, for your fighting roll?
7.
7. Mikey decks him. I won't say you pistol whip him, but you hit him pretty hard. He is pretty don't kill my crew.
We're not going to kill anybody.
As long as you cooperate, we will not have to kill anyone.
All right, what do we do?
What
do you want?
We need to sink that ship.
Gather your men. We will tie them up. We will tie you up together,
All right, so
and you will stay out of the way.
you tie all the men up. You put them in the light.
Lifeboat.
You put
I
them
was
in the
going to deputize them.
Who's got skill in driving a big boat?
Does anybody have boating?
I can use my mental abilities to improve somebody's traits. Oh no, and skills. A trait is a skill too. So I can give somebody boating skill for about 3 rounds.
I think we can
12
explain
seconds.
to them what we need,
Put them to work.
and that none of them will get hurt,
You think that
and they'll follow us. Yeah.
How hard can it be to turn a boat into another
Why can't we just get the captain to drive the boat for us?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to persuade him to do it. I suppose if we fail to persuade him, then we just do it on our own.
I mean, listen, honestly, if we don't get him to do it, it's going to be really hard for us to do it successfully. And quite honestly, it's in his best interest to do it.
It's a good point. That's an excellent point that I think.
It's worth a try. If we fail, then we're no worse off.
All right, give me a persuasion check. Who's doing it?
I have a 4.
Shall I improve somebody's ability to persuade before they do so?
Persuade.
You got persuasion?
I got a 4. Give me a 6 if you.
My persuasion's also trait in D4, so we'll do you.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's use some psionic abilities here.
I want to try to get you to not. Do I need to oppose you to make your roll better?
No, not if no, we're okay.
I love how it's acai blueberry flavor.
I just rolled a 9 on my persuasion.
Or we can just go with that.
Pleasure.
Untrained, by the way.
All right, Mikey, you want to tell us what happens? Or you want me to tell you? You tell me what you tell them. Tell me how you persuade him.
You know,
I'm going to explain to him that it's in the best interest if that ship goes down. The reason for that is there was a horrible gas release on that ship. People have gone mad. They're running around trying to kill each other due to whatever chemical was released, and we can't let that ship continue on. Only we managed to get 2 or 3 boats off that ship, and after we sink that ship, we need to go rescue those other passengers.
Okay. He says okay. Yeah. My roll of 1 says he has no resistance to you whatsoever. I'll do
No
whatever you
harm
want.
will come to you or your ship.
Or your men. Don't say the ship.
Your ship is in trouble.
He lines up the ship. Ramming speed.
Does he go? I've always wanted to say that.
you know how hard it is to convince a cop to keep an eye out for a killer after there's been a history of killings, but to get a captain who we pulled a pistol on to agree to ram his ship into a ship full of civilians, no problem.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So full throttle. The ship bears down on the crafty bears down on the Elbe. And in the most horrifying, crashing, crunching noise you've ever experienced.
Don't we get off before it crashes into it?
Smashes in there. He does not break the Elbe in half.
No.
He has to pull out. The damage to the Elbe is substantial. The water's just pouring in. There's no chance of that ship not sinking. The ship to the crafty the damage to the crafty is very significant, but it's still seaworthy. Barely.
We've got to ask him what they were towing.
It wasn't towing. It was shipping.
What was it? Yeah.
It was just standard cargo. Nothing exciting.
It was rocket fuel.
Dynamite.
Rocket fuel.
You make him wait for the hour plus for the Elbe to sink.
We sit and watch.
You sit and watch. Sure. You see no other lifeboats. You're not able to find Anna's lifeboat anymore.
How far away are we from that ship?
The Elbe?
Yes.
Close enough to say that you're fairly confident no other boat escaped.
I'm worried about any of them swimming aboard and boarding our own vessel.
Captain, how far away from land?
Several hours at best speed.
I think we're okay.
Captain, what are you eating? It sounds really good.
The last of the homemade peppermint patties.
Oh, okay.
Was short of the one I had to leave for my wife.
You don't have to leave that for me. Yes, we did.
All right, so the Elbe sinks. The creatures on board, in theory, drown.
Why? What sort of plan is that? That's so strange.
I know.
You are unable. You don't see on a ship anymore. You don't know if it went down or it went off. Do you ride the crafty back?
It's night though, right?
It is night, so it's very hard to see. I mean, there's a storm going on. You can't see. You can't see. 100 feet. The ship you're in is fairly damaged. I don't know if your lifeboat's any better or worse off, but
we need to find the second lifeboat. We can't leave them out there.
Captain, can we wait till morning? Can we
They-
wait until morning before we head back?
They'll have sailed south. South is closest land, right?
south is the closest land. Did they have any of the crew with them?
Yeah, there was a dining crew on that.
Those men will know how to keep them safe. We are not
Possibly to serve them a healthy meal.
perhaps. We are not seaworthy. We need to get back before we sink.
Very well.
Take us in, Captain. Take us back to the port.
Make it so.
All right,
Thank
you head back. You make the headlines the next day, but the
Engage.
The
Captain.
truth of the matter is the night of January 30th, 1895 was stormy in the North Sea. Conditions were freezing and there were huge seas. The SS Elbe had left Bremerhaven for New York earlier in the day with 354 passengers aboard. Also at sea on this rough night was the steamship Crafty, sailing from Aberdeen in Scotland headed to Rotterdam. Sorry, I had that backwards.
Oh, they were Scots.
As conditions grew worse, no, they were going home. As conditions grew worse, the Elbe discharged warning rockets to alert other ships to her presence. They launched the rockets. The Crafty either did not see the warning rockets or chose to ignore them. Ignored them because you had a gun on the captain's head.
That's awesome.
She did not alter course with such disastrous consequences that she struck the liner on her port side with such force The whole compartments of the Elbe were immediately flooded. The collision happened and most of the passengers were still asleep, or in this case, they were insane. The Elbe began to sink immediately, and the captain gave the order to abandon ship. Amid great scenes of panic, the crew managed to lower 2 of the lifeboats into the sea.
Even that detail.
One of the lifeboats capsized. That's the story they're telling.
Oh.
That's your lifeboat.
Mm-hmm.
The passengers tried in vain to squeeze into the boat. 20 people scrambled into the second lifeboat, of whom 15 were members of the crew. The others were 4 male passengers and a young lady's maid by the name of Anna Boker.
Are you serious?
Oh, wow.
Who had been lucky enough to be pulled from the raging sea when the first boat had capsized. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Elbe, Captain had ordered all women and children to assemble. Nobody escaped. Yada yada yada. After 5 hours in the raging storm, their luck changed. The fishing smack from Lowestoft, called the Wildflower, found on his boat, rescued them. They were the only survivors of note. There was an inquiry as to why the crafty did not go back and look for survivors. It was all hush hush. And that, gentlemen, is how you write your own plot point.
Wow.
Tying it into history.
What are the chances of 2 boats colliding with each other in the North? It's gotta be.
Well, boat traffic was much, much greater than it is today because there were no flights, right?
Well, at night with those stormy seas, it's probably really possible.
And plus, there are shipping routes that people traverse. It's not you don't just travel across the ocean. You stay within certain lanes.
You don't have a air controller telling you to take one particular route. You just do your best.
It's nice to walk in on the cat's cracking.
Maybe I'll wait a
I
minute.
still want to say shockingly small.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree. Absolutely.
I still want to just.
Great job, Josh.
It only took us
Excellent.
4 months to get there. 5 months to get there.
Maybe not that quite that long, but.
I think didn't we start this in December?
Oh my God, it did take a while. I did not expect this to take that long. It was just that you guys played it and I let it go. So, but I did want to.
We also missed 4 sessions in those 5 months.
That's true. We had a couple.
Maybe 5 sessions in those 5 months.
We had a few scheduling challenges.
So, you return to the closest port. You arrange passage back to England.
We telegraph first. We find the local telegraph office. We update HQ of what happened.
Okay. Do you have the potions or Anton's body, or Roman's body?
I don't think we. No. How would we have gotten hold of that?
Okay. I didn't expect you to, but I had to ask if you somehow found a way to retrieve those just in case.
So he's definitely dead at the bottom of the North Sea with a bullet hole in his shoulder.
I like how the GM, who's narrated our every experience, he's our eyes, our ears, our nose. He knows exactly what we have experienced. Has to ask us if we have found the body.
Well, I'm playing Harker. I'm playing Harker. Marcus.
Excuse me. I thought that was,
Yeah.
I thought that was you, Josh.
We're talking back to England.
Okay.
Yes.
Got
Do
it.
we want to hit any place else in Europe while we're here?
South of France sounds very wonderful. I think we need a vacation.
We are in Denmark area.
That's not till the summer when they had the first road race.
Amsterdam.
Oh. Le Mans?
Erling, are there any places that would assist you in your search for your father? Any of the Bremerhaven books that you wanted to investigate, or any other leads related to the loss of your father?
July 11th. First automobile race, Paris to Bordeaux.
I don't know if there's anything else that Bremerhaven books could provide for us. But it might, when we get back to England, maybe our newfound friends, since we've successfully completed our little mission for them, might be able to help with all the different connections they probably have around the world. They might be able to provide some information. Is what I'm ultimately hoping for.
Hopefully the cat's
Fair enough. The other thing we can do when we return is, I believe we have a number of potions that we, as of yet, don't know their function. Perhaps our men can tell us more about those potions, if they don't take them from us. So it sounds like we head back to London, yeah?
I believe that is our best course of action.
Do we need to stock up on anything before returning?
A warm coat.
Brandy.
Coats. Yeah, warm coats, more brandy. Sounds good.
And I think Josh had mentioned this today. What if we caught Roman Hissler?
Yeah.
We had no way to subdue him with no rope, and no shackles, no manacles, no nothing.
What was this?
We're not gonna subdue him. We're gonna kill him.
Oh,
Who are we gonna kill?
Hislop, if we found him. I was talking about how you mentioned today that we didn't have any way to subdue a person.
We didn't intend to
Restrain.
Yeah,
Restrain.
there was no intention to restrain this guy. He's murdered how many people just on the time that we followed him? Not to mention all the members of our own order. Like, he was dead. If we got our hands on him, it was just, we're gonna kill him.
All right. So they arranged for you to. It was actually just, if we had finished this 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we would have played on St. Patrick's Day, and I would have had you vacationing, recovering in Ireland and Red Leprechaun event.
Oh, nice.
So now it's
Mikey, what was that face?
So wait a minute, now it's Easter, so he's gonna have us
We're
vacation.
vacationing in Jerusalem.
And there's gonna be a zombie event.
Yeah.
Oh, no, never mind.
Or just one.
I'm only going for the joke. I
I
apologize.
understand. Oh, I got it. I got it. All right. So you
I didn't mean to offend anybody.
I think I'm offended by you not trying to offend anybody.
Harkness or Harker, I forget his name. I can look it up.
Harker. Jonathan Harker?
Actually, I have a picture of him here.
That's what my wife was saying. You know, Easter just isn't a very big holiday. I said, no, it's just the entire basis of the Christian faith.
Jonathan Harker.
It's Harker.
It's what it's all about.
He congratulates you on a job well done. You don't really get promotions, but you know, he instructs you that.
We rank up within the lodge, don't we?
What?
At least metagame, we rank up within the lodge, don't we?
Well, you've successfully done something cool now, so yeah.
Hell yeah. Do we get a title? No.
I'll work on it. Level up. That's your title.
What level are we? I forgot.
I think you're only 2 or 3 now. I think this makes you 3.
I think this is our second advance.
I think this makes you level 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need the
The thing
level.
is, I had to retard you guys a little bit on that point because you'd be too powerful later on.
Agreed. Makes
So,
perfect sense.
you know, I had to make it per adventure versus
So
per
right now
session.
we're what?
Level 3. You'll advance to
I
level
was
3.
looking for retarded, but that's.
I know.
This is our second advance then.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Okay.
Never mind that, you know, Josh did think we'd get through this in like 2 or 3 sessions, and it took us like 12.
Well, we've
10.
experienced that before. Superheroes was supposed to run 3 sessions.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't.
But that took us 45 minutes to order breakfast. But any
Do you want to go towards the solution or dig in the quicksand over here?
You know what? Are you
I
having?
really should dig in the quicksand.
Are you having
couple
fun?
More weeks.
Are you having fun? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Go play
That's
the
all that
quicksand.
matters.
So
That's
go
great.
play the quicksand. Harker congratulates you. He says he offers to you the option to start trying to rebuild the Berlin / Germany Ripper's Lodge.
I think you can do that to the high contractors for that, yeah?
More like head up.
I am not the builder.
Come on!
We are not builders.
I have a doctor, a student of medicine. I don't know how to rebuild a building. This is ridiculous.
These
Why?
Structural.
We get to keep Ford with us.
I'm not leaving you guys. You're too cool.
I don't speak the language, but I suppose I could learn.
I mean, how many 12-year-olds have ridden a ship that crashed into another ship
Minus 14.
on purpose?
No, it's like
Well, for that matter, how many 12-year-olds are very close acquaintances with the headmistress of every single house of prostitution throughout all of Europe?
No.
Not every.
It was just northern. It was just central and northern Germany.
I just think if we're going to, take that offer, right, to rebuild the lodge in Germany, Ford would be a huge asset for us. So.
Agreed. He's got the
And
contacts.
we also need a mascot. So
Yes. Egon, I thought you could be our mascot.
You could be the mascot. It doesn't have to be in Germany. We could pick a different city. It's just got to be Germany.
They need a presence in Berlin.
But we can also go back to.
I don't think Berlin is a good idea. I think we should be outside of Berlin.
We did not make good friends with the local constabulary there, you might recall.
I am just concerned that there was a presence of both the Rippers and the Old Worlders in Berlin, And now there's nothing.
There's a huge power vacuum. Do you know what happens when that happens? The Famor show up.
But we don't want the former to show up.
We will
Sorry, that's a Dresden Files reference.
prefer to have the latter, not the former. So Berlin? Do you want to live in Berlin for the next year?
He's asking you to return to London, and then they'll make arrangements. He actually goes on to state that.
The more I think about this, the more I think Berlin is not the right place.
You've got.
I not very well liked Berlin.
He feels he wants you guys to start your own lodge somewhere. Berlin was an easy place since they have an open spot there. But if you want to explore the world a little more before you choose a location, that's fine. He's giving you the option of to head up a lodge. He trusts your judgment at this point to say you're going to be responsible for this geographic area.
You guys were able to do one mission by the seat of your pants and through blind luck.
So either
Go run a whole lodge.
either India or Thailand. Because of food next time.
Also,
Pizza, usually.
some of our members do have some questions outstanding, some investigations. Erling is still searching for his father, who's been missing now for how long has it been, Erling?
Early, how long has your father been gone?
How long have we been gone now?
No, I think it's been like a year, right?
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably close to a year at this point.
So you're thinking perhaps Cairo or Alexandria?
I was thinking that it's a terrible feeling to lose a member of a family.
Alexandrita.
And I would certainly be willing to lend my time to assist our friend in finding his, when I know mine are permanently lost.
Why did you lose him? If they're permanently lost, you should go and find them, yeah?
Jonathan, I think that's very great, and I appreciate that. I think once we get back in, maybe Jonathan Harker can, hopefully provide some insight for us, and maybe that, if we decide not to take the lodge and we decide to explore a little bit more, maybe he can provide us with some places we might be willing to go look and see parts of some places that we don't know about.
I certainly have missions galore that I can use your
What
assistance
if we
with.
set up in like Cyprus or like
Crete.
like somewhere in the central Mediterranean? We can go.
This is totally homework if you guys want to follow this homework. You can discuss it all you want.
I like it.
I thought we were just being sarcastic assholes.
No, I mean, there's rules here to create your own lodge.
Is there?
I want you to pick the area.
Is there lodge in America?
But there is, but you're going to just keep coming back to Europe.
He'll just have to keep on coming up with excuses for us to get back in Europe. Then that's 2 weeks that way, and then 2 weeks back, and the jet lag is terrible.
It's Victorian,
The boat
hence
lag.
Europe, much more European centric.
Maybe we could do Sicily.
Yeah, I mean, there was no U.S. really back in the late 1800s. It didn't exist as much.
Mr. Harker,
Yes.
there's another.
You've returned to England now at this point. You're meeting him in person.
By the way, I just noticed it took us like 7 sessions to get all the way up there. It took 3 minutes to get back.
Yeah.
We got on. So I presume we got on a train.
Wow, it's always closer on the way back.
It's
You know
like
that.
it's like you read The Hobbit, right?
Yes.
The whole book is him getting out to the Misty Mountain, and then there's like 2 chapters about what happens at the Misty Mountain, and then there's a half a chapter if he goes back.
So I'm just guessing though. We actually spent time on a train where we could order a meal.
They took yes, he arranged train transport to
When you
the.
get off the exit and you're trying to find that like Burger King.
Yes.
It's like 15 minutes to get there, and then it's 2.5 minutes to get back.
Totally
True.
Like,
That's so true.
He arranges a train for you to northern France, where you take a much shorter
France.
boat ride across almost the Strait of Gibraltar.
So, Mr. Harker, then, there are some items we've procured on our journey. We should like to have the advantage of your experience. Have you got any idea whatsoever what these things do?
All right, so what do we have? I forget.
Maybe, Erling, did you jot down the potions?
Yeah, let me see what I have in my notes.
Thanks, man.
That makes 3 of us.
I'll check mine, but I don't know if I...
You had at least 2 potions you picked up. One created
Horns.
horns.
Excuse me.
By the way, I've had Anna Boker on my prep list since session. Well, there's session 5.
You know what, Bob? I did not write those down, actually. Did somebody else write those potions down?
I might. I'm searching on the word.
You know what? I guarantee you it's in an email I sent.
Okay, I'll check that too.
All right. Yeah. So really.
You just need a die, didn't you?
We have Frida's potion of poison.
Okay. All right. So for the record, session 1 was the intro session where you guys went through the rooms and became rippers. Session 2 was where you met Professor Arthur Harmsworth, who was abducted, and you fought the Shadow Beast at the docks.
Oh, that was a good roll.
Session 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 have been you guys searching for the hide serum. I could have made a freaking campaign out of that.
We've actually had shorter.
Well, let's be honest. Most people would have gotten through that in 1 or 2 sessions.
Probably.
I would say
We, on the other hand, have to debate what color, eyes were for 6 hours.
Well, on the other side, I like to think that you guys made enough effort that I had story to fill in where you met the witches. There was a session and a half of them. There was a session and a half of of meeting Ford and what happened in Berlin and the old worlders. So there was a lot that happened. It wasn't just that point.
That's true.
Oh no! You did a great job of filling in with a lot of information. I mean, a lot of really good information.
It was.
I have the potions, guys. We have 3 total potions. One of them is the one that if you imbibe it, we're pretty sure you will sprout horns. We have 2 others.
Where?
One is clear and one is yellow. And Joshua was quite distinct in making sure that we knew that the yellow one looked very much like urine. So those are the other 2 potions that we have that we don't know what they do.
So Harker accepts them
We didn't give them to him.
to do research on to find out what they are, with the intent of returning them.
Oh, you were told.
Alright.
He's helped us.
Did he?
Do we have any of the artifacts, any of the Egyptian artifacts that we found that we still have that we can?
No, they went down.
They went down on the ship.
They went
They
down.
were on the train.
We lost a small obelisk, a copy of the Book of the Dead, a mini sarcophagus, and a copy of an old rubbing.
I mean, it
I
was
thought
no.
those were on the train.
You picked them up. You acquired them on the train.
Oh. We had them with us.
Yes, Mikey, you have enough notes in your little note.
Yeah. I took drawings and took enough notes that I can.
Little rubbings.
Yeah, little rubbings.
Little rub it out.
There was a powder as well. When you examined the sarcophagus, Erling, you
Yes. What was that? Yeah, that powder.
Powder inside it. Yes.
you noted a pair of tiny hinges on one side. You opened it, revealing a very fine powder. You thought it might be somebody's remains, but it required further analysis.
Yeah, that was lost. The yellow potion is I don't want to call it a potion of healing, but it will remove 1 wound.
Okay. You might want to write that down, Bob, because nobody else is gonna.
All right, I'm on it.
And the clear liquid is water.
Is there water or
Tap
gin?
water,
Is
spring
it
water.
at least holy water?
Distilled.
It is
Yeah, I know.
okay. It is water of thirstlessness.
Make up words.
You just made that up.
So you taking a sip of that is the equivalent to drinking a day's worth of water.
I like that. That's good.
Drinking that is equivalent
That's actually pretty
to a
cool.
glass of water.
Taking a sip of that is equivalent to 1 day's worth of water.
I'm just being funny.
I know.
Sorry.
So you
What's
can,
it, 5 milliliters.
so you can cross the Sahara the short way.
You know, Andrea likes to make fun of me. Ever since she heard the bag of holding, every now and then she'll talk about other mundane items. She's like, I don't understand. In your games, you don't come up with good descriptions. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, you've got a bag. It's called a bag of holding. That's just what bags do. And, but I'm like, Andrea, no, it's magical. It's like infinite. You reach into that bag and it goes on forever, like a TARDIS.
Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen Harry Potter in the last Harry Potter movies?
But she still doesn't like it because, like, we'll be in the kitchen.
Gloves of hand protection.
Right.
Yeah, that's what
The knife
they
of
do.
cutting.
That's exactly. She grabbed the knife and then she gets her nerd voice. She's got a nerd voice. She goes, "Behold,
My knife of cutting.
And, she just likes to do that. And I'm like, okay, all right already. Okay. That's...
You know what? Has she read about autos or just a little dance?
No. Yeah.
That's,
Spell of dancing. Yeah, you're right. We have 1 million of them. This is what we do.
Hands?
So that is the end of that plot
Boots of
point.
running?
It only took 10 sessions to
Boots
get
of
there.
walking.
Not quite what I expected, but I'm pleased with it.
It was good.
I liked
Josh.
it.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. Yeah.
I did just fund Agent Fear, which is a new campaign plot point they brought out based on a comic book series. So Bob, you'll probably read that. The other guys are thinking about it.
Check that out.
As soon as I catch up on Walking Dead.
Yeah, I haven't finished those either. So, but that, as I say, is that next session. I guess is probably 2 weeks. Maybe around a plot point. It only takes a week, 1 week to run.
Yeah, maybe two.
I do know that I've got pretty heavy travel coming up, but I don't know when that's going to start. But I think soon, and I think it's going to be West Coast. I think it's going to be Seattle for a bunch. So I will probably still be able to join you remotely, though. I think there's going to be good.
You'll be a little bit late. No, we'll just start late because that's what we do now.
Oh my God, we start with.
We used to start at 7, didn't we?
Yeah. No, we always met at 7:30. We'd start by 8.
Yeah, we were quick.
Today we got totally hammered by Jeff being late and
I
Joel
have
showing
practice, or my son has practice 6:30 to 8 every Monday from now on.
Oh, and Mikey, you missed it. Joel made a guest appearance briefly this evening, and then he left. But he brought with him the guy that he always tells us stories about. That guy named George, who
He's a real person.
is an actual real person, and he's had like 1 million jobs, and he's kind of like a genius.
He's a savant. He's more of a savant. George finished last in his class at Fairfield Prep. He has held more jobs than you could count, from asbestos removal to singing telegrams as a giant banana,
Croupier.
lounge singer,
He's a character.
Croupier. Car dealer.
He worked at the casino still. I mean, this guy, he's done more shit than you can count. It's hysterical to hear George talk.
It's pretty amazing.
Joel's dad, who's a doctor, gets in the elevator at the hospital. Somebody dressed up in a banana suit right next to him says, "Hey, Mr. Bleevan." It's George.
Now, before we finish the recording, there is one other section of that we've incorporated into our recording that we need to hear about. Jeff, as usual, we have to ask, have any of your children done anything entertaining this week that you want to share with us?
That anyone wants to share? No.
So we have bouts of incomprehensibility to me. So it seems like a good idea at the time for other people. And does that seem fair?
That's quite fair.
All right. So this
Do you want to describe the person, like the age and the sex?
Nope.
Okay.
Got it.
There you go, Jeff.
This right here is the chips and salsa
Josh, can you
that I
go-
found in the bathroom closet
Oh my God.
underneath a blanket because that's where they belong. This was next to their bed, and if you could some items include. Bob, do you remember what some of the items were?
Yeah. There's
An
grenadine.
empty grenadine bottle.
And then to the left of it, there's another bottle filled with like a weird Pellegrino, vanilla.
Vanilla, cherry vanilla.
A seltzer water, an orange vanilla seltzer water.
There was a lot of
With
markers.
grenadine.
There's a lot of markers
There's
on the
markers. There's a empty container of sprinkles for ice cream. There's a box of an empty box again of noodles for like instant noodle soup that you don't make in your room ever.
You never
But
you
that's
never
where
know.
that is.
You never know.
There's a what's it called?
There's a water bottle. There's like a water bottle that's just out there for like a water heater bottle, one of those things.
Hot water bottle.
Hot water bottle. Thank you.
A hairbrush, some other junk. This is the
I have to finally catch up on.
where are we here? That's the bin of laundry that was perfectly folded and washed for her.
There's only like 12.
But then she needed to leave in a hurry, so she just tore it apart and threw it all over all over her carpet.
As one does.
Oh, this is what I didn't show everybody. This is the after about a week, I had to go clean the cushions in the couch, and there's about a full serving of popcorn, more sprinkles. There's a metal spoon in the background. It's
Did you show what you found in the bathroom?
He did. The chips?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed that one.
chips and salsa. That's where you put it.
That's where I put it, yeah.
When you
That's where I keep my chips and salsa in the bathroom closet under a blanket.
Hey, you know, I gotta say though, she did good. The cap was on the salsa bar, the salsa jar. She's getting better. It wasn't in her bed under the blankets over on top of the
That's
mattress.
true. That's
It's totally explainable. I think it's quite clear what's happened here is that she just won a very convoluted scavenger hunt. Yeah.
Or she was setting up a very convoluted stuff.
Right, yeah.
I think I lost a scavenger hunt.
All
You
right.
found it. You know what your prize is? You get to clean it up.
All right, Mikey. Been a pleasure, buddy.
All right, boys. So May 1st, is that our next attempt, or?
I think tentatively, yes.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Keep me posted.
We will confirm that. Yeah, it looks like May 1. Bob, you still in town for that at this point?
I don't know, but I will be there even if I'm remote.
All right.
I will be there late unless it's bad weather. Then I'll be around time.
Yeah, I guess our official start time is still at least 8:30 with Jeff coming in late now.
That's still earlier than our actual start time.
Today was horrible. Well, Joel completely derailed us today.
Yeah.
Not his fault. I appreciate George coming to see
It was
me.
nice to see him.
Yeah.
Dr.
So.
Friedman.
All right.
Says the guy in the
All right, boys. Have a good night, man. Be safe.
You too, Mikey.
You too, Mike. Take care.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.